Okay, Gee, we finally made it.
Here we are.
A week late and about $50,000 short.
We can't help it.
We need the money. Now life really be happening.
It was terrible, but we could not leave this year without getting in our thoughts on that college football playoff game.
The national championship. Obviously, one man left standing, and I mean, the game was a week ago. I'm still not over it. I know people ready for the Super Bowl. I'm not over that game. I'm not over this whole entire postseason. I'm not over this whole entire season. I'm still just crazy.
As you know, the Indiana Hoosiers were up against the Miami Hurricanes, and of course, the victor was another.
Well, I wasn't ready to jump in. You ready?
Well, I'm jumping in right in.
Okay, well,
and the victor was another Big Ten champion for the third year in a row.
Now, can I have a moment? Can I be honest? Can I be honest? Okay. I think I've expressed it. I did not want Indiana to win. I do not like Signetti. I like Fernando Mendoza, the quarterback. I did not want Indiana to win. Outside of the Ohio State, if I could have had my way, I would have loved it to have been in this order: Ole Miss, Miami, Oregon, Indiana. I have to get that off my chest. Part two.
Okay.
The odds they were saying that Indiana was going to win by 9.5 points. I completely disagree. I don't know why
Why not bring Vegas in the house?
Because Vegas was here, it was there, it's everywhere around us all the time.
You cannot trust.
They don't know what they're talking about. Well, they kept doing 3.5, and then Indiana was plummeting that. So then I think they thought they was going to get smart and do 9.5, and I said, I thought Miami could win it, and they could have. So let's just get into the game. Let's just get into the game.
Us. We know what's going on.
Let's get into the game.
I said who's going to win.
Let's get into the game.
But I will say this. That was a championship game.
That was a great game.
I hate the games that go 48-1. I do not like those games. You give me a game like that was played on Monday night, and I will watch it every week.
Well, you watch the ones that aren't so great either, because that's just the nature of the business here. But this whole postseason was 50-50 to me. Some games were amazing. Some of them were like,
what team showed up?
I don't even recognize
Alabama.
The team. Please don't get me started. But you made a good point. I'll let you go into because you got your notes.
No, I got my notes.
You ready?
No, it was just that it was a
wait.
game.
But I want to. You made a really good point. And I cut you off.
No.
Since the expansion, or who cares if the expansion? No, I lied. Let's discount the expansion. The last 3 national champions have been Big Ten teams.
Yes.
And I just want to reiterate. I know I've said this before. I think Big Ten is the toughest conference. SEC, come for me, because where were y'all?
Well,
we had 2 Big Ten teams in the top 4.
Yes. And we had 2 SEC teams, did we not?
No, we did not. ACC. Thank you. I won't even go into the top 12 because Big Ten shows up. And you can clown and you can make jokes, but I don't care if you want to, it's the result of the NIL or not. This whole the last, how NIL been around about 5 years? 3, 4, 5 years.
You know what? When we got into it, I still didn't understand a lot.
The entire college football organization's been affected by it.
Right.
So don't try to put that little excuse out there either.
Right.
But Indiana wins it. We had a game.
We had a wonderful game.
Starting off with, I was proud of Carson Beck.
Carson Beck did what Carson Beck was supposed to do.
Yeah. Well, and then he did what he always does.
But
I will also love to point out once again, the opposition to Indiana led in the stats as far as the leading passer out of the 2 teams, Miami or Indiana, was Carson Beck from Miami.
232 yards.
Yes, 232. But to 186.
Yes.
The leading rusher was Miami over Indiana.
Malachi
and the
Tony.
leading receiver was Miami. But this happened the last game with Oregon.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mark Fletcher was the leading.
Mark Fletcher was leading rusher.
And Malachi Tony was the leading receiver.
Yes, yes.
But to add to that, even with Miami having the advantage of the best rusher, best receiver, it was who made the less mistakes when it came down to the end. When the smoke cleared.
When the smoke cleared.
Indiana played a near.
That's my chimichanga stand.
Indiana played nearly a flawless game. They had no interceptions. They had no fumbles. Hats off to both defenses.
Oh,
both those defenses was that was the name of the game.
Showed up, but you are absolutely right because Indiana also had less penalty yards, and as you pointed out, no interceptions. And if you can I jump ahead or
sure.
do you want to?
No.
Okay, because I gotta take it too. It comes down to the last. Let me actually go back. The last, I think it was 4 or 5 minutes. Miami drives down. They get the touchdown, and they go up 21-20. Indiana has about 3 minutes. They get the ball. They drive down. Now at this point, I don't want to blame. Was it 21-24? I'm sorry, then they didn't take the lead. You're right because it was down 10. You're absolutely right. I'm so sorry. The defense had to be wiped out by them. It's whoever's defense lasts the longest. I think you and I said that before. Indiana gets the ball, they go down. I think they got the field goal. You're absolutely right. Miami gets the ball back, and I said it all year. I said it all game. I said it all this game. Why is Carson Beck not throwing down the field? Let Carson Beck do what Carson Beck done. That first half, them running.
Didn't do a thing.
I said, that's not, it worked sometime for Miami in the past. We've seen it. It worked against Ohio State. But I said, why aren't they letting him go downfield? Carson Beck has the arm. Carson Beck has, you should let him throw it. Second half, they let him do it. And the last play, they had tons of time left. He throws it down the field. And they say Miami has done this fake out coverage a million times all season. Right. It's ended up being a double team. The pass is too short. It's an interception. The game is over.
24 seconds left. All you had to do. And they were driving. They were coming down the field.
They had time.
They had time.
Do what, and for a little while there, they were doing what Indiana does. Because all Indiana, you called this out 4 games ago. Indiana's going to throw it to the sideline, and you're going to step up. They're going to throw it to the sideline, and you're going to step up. They're going to throw it to the sideline, and step up. There was 2 4th and 5s. He went for it on both 4th and 5s.
Got him.
Stupid ass Fernando Mendoza getting that quarter after being touched 8 times, getting that touchdown made no sense. A 4th and 5, he does what? Throw it to the side to Becker. What? I mean, it's not an undefendable offense. It's plain to see. Now I say that as somebody who's not on the field, and I get it. But y'all can all agree we have seen fancier offenses.
Yes.
We have seen fancier offenses. And does that always matter? You're absolutely right. Does not always matter. But you watch the film like we watch the games, and I don't understand how you don't understand. And that's all I got to say about that.
But sometimes you can't defend it. Sometimes you got to read what you got to read. The guys upstairs are seeing what they think they're seeing. They're calling it down. And yes, Indiana kind of made it look easy. But it's not, because your defense got to read. You got to react. Read and react. And I'm telling you, Indiana marched down that field. And if you watched, sometimes I watch the 60-second Buckeye. I watch Big Ten in 60 seconds. And they take out all the junk. They take out all the talking and the sidelines and the show. And you could see, again, touchdown, run, first down, run, pass. And you're going, was that easy? No, it was not. Because you got that Miami defense in front of you. They set Mendoza twice in one set of downs. So they had the defense. They could have just... But again, I'm saying they blocked. They blocked the kick and ran for a touchdown.
Yes.
He throws an interception.
Mistakes. You said it.
I'm telling you,
Mistakes.
you cannot do
Mistakes.
that in a championship game, and especially against a champion like the Indiana Hoosiers.
Yeah, mistakes, and more.
But
mistakes.
I give it to both quarterbacks. Carson Beck did what he had to do. Mendoza, no, he did not throw as much as Carson Beck did. He didn't have to. Run. He had big and I kept saying, why can't they top number 80? That was Charlie Becker for Indiana. He ran 4 times for 65 yards. They were just dragging Miami defenders down the field.
Yes.
And I went, Lord have mercy on my soul.
Yes, and he was the one who kept catching it on the side. So he had that big catch on the side on 4th and 5. But you make a good point, and they were getting to him. They were getting to Mendoza, and I guess my thing is I just don't this. I guess I've just never seen a team.
There you have. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I spoke too soon.
Yes. I guess my point is this. I just never seen a team that, and again, I'm not in the arena, but could be beat. Because Miami could have won.
Yeah.
They would have went 10 yards instead of trying to go down the field.
If they had got that field goal.
Would have got the field goal. It's a different conversation. Take away, like you said, that scoop and score. It's a different conversation. It was definitely the mistakes. And I guess I will give that to Indiana. As far as Indiana goes, and I bet if we ran all the numbers from the season, they don't make a lot of mistakes. But I just never seen a team be so underwhelming and still win and go undefeated like that.
Precision, practice.
I'm with you. Underwhelming. This is what Mendoza's.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't throw it out.
No, but they say Mendoza's not even. He's like a 5th round NFL pick.
Well.
He's a Heisman Trophy winner. He just won a national championship. Went on an undefeated team. I understand it. I understand why. But you just hear all those stats and you say, "Wait, 5th round."
Well, now let me.
Don't get me on the NFL.
See
please.
what happened last year with the quarterback.
That was a bunch of BS.
See what happened last year. The quarterbacks.
Don't get me started.
That you and I thought should have went first. They didn't pick them.
They were better.
Those boys. What is it? I watched it to the 3rd round.
After Cam Ward, of course, who went first, made complete sense. Tyler Show out of Louisville.
I have no idea who he is.
Exactly. There were tons of quarterbacks on
Good quarterbacks
on that board. That's a different story. But if they are even projecting him to go 5th, what they actually do is a whole different story. Then that tells you something. I just say that to say that just adds to my point about the team being so underwhelming.
But
that's all I'm saying.
Okay. But I think one of the announcers made a point being underwhelming. He said they had got a penalty. And he said they rarely make those kind of mistakes because Signetti has them so well trained.
Wow.
Well trained, whatever the case might be.
My theory. I won't say on the video,
I should have said trained. I think he said well disciplined.
He's from the Nick Saban camp. And so was every other coach, it seemed like, in the freaking playoffs. Crystal Ball is from the Saban camp. I think Pete Golding is from the Saban camp. And I have a theory about the way Nick Saban coached, and I'll leave it to private conversation. But yeah, I think you're absolutely right. And don't get me wrong, with a team like Indiana to even make it to the playoffs last year was a complete feat because Indiana has not been the football team that people have talked about ever.
Well,
the 60s.
Of course.
60s.
Of course, that's right. Because this is their first national title.
Yes.
I did not go back and look.
Well, they have. Remember, we talked about they have one from the 66, but this was back when you didn't play a game for it.
Yeah,
this is their first title where you actually played a game. And guess who else doesn't have one? And I was shocked. Oregon doesn't have one.
I didn't know.
I did not know that either because Oregon was always in contention. But the last few times I know them to be in a championship, Ohio State beat them. So I guess they did never win. But back in the day when you used to just do a tally,
right,
and you say, oh, based on the numbers, you were the national champion. Indiana has one of those.
Yeah.
But they don't have one where you actually play a game for it. So, incredible. Incredible to come through. Yeah. Now, I got to bring up a debate, and I don't know if you've been seeing this video around the internets. Somebody posed the silliest question. Is this Indiana team as good or better than the 2009 LSU team? with Joe Burrow.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Absolutely not is the answer. Because
what are they comparing?
Because
the quarterbacks?
The teams went undefeated.
Oh,
they won the national
they
won the national championships. Okay. I don't know if Burrow won the Heisman that year. He probably did. He could have.
I don't know.
He could have.
Don't make.
But they're trying to say, is this the greatest team in football? Okay. And then somebody said 09 LSU, and then I seen a video where this man said, I'm not going to debate you on who the best team is in it, but I'm going to give you the the 09 LSU stats. Mama was disgusting. They played like 6 top 10 teams and beat them. Nobody's ever done that before. 3 of the top 4 they played, they beat them. It was they beat the top 4. 3 of the games was back in a row. Okay. Like week. Nuts. Beat like Alabama at home that year. And then I'm sitting here and I'm like, I gotta go back and watch that 09 season. Maybe that's one of our special projects during the summer. We'll watch the 09 LSU and make some videos.
I wasn't in the I would watch in the old days, as I say, I would watch the national championship. Because in the days they didn't have the same coverage as they have nowadays.
Well, you would probably focus more on Ohio State game.
Right. Plus,
so you wasn't checking for everybody.
If they put an Ohio State game on television.
Yeah.
But in the old days, we didn't have
09 is not the old days.
Well,
stop.
They still don't put as much on as they do.
I guess 09. Is it 09? It can't be that long ago.
Well, I'll go say.
Am I crazy?
They still didn't put as many games on as they do. A lot of times they just...
No, I'm tripping.
They just focused on... not like we have it today, folks. They have so many channels now.
I'm sorry, y'all. It's not 09. It's 2019. I said, you know what? Wait a minute. That don't sound right. 09 is almost 20 years ago. 2019. I didn't do my homework.
But anyway, 2019.
2019.
That was just before the epidemic.
Yeah.
I didn't focus on them.
I think we should do that. I think we should... This summer, we should go back. We should watch the 2019 LSU games. Like we should watch them week over week. And we should pretend they fresh.
Oh, God.
And come back and report. That'd be fun. Okay. Now.
Okay.
National championship is done. At least for a year. We'll come back next year.
7 months from now.
Well, the season will start 7 months from now, but we got a year from the championship.
Oh,
and another thing, I think we should come back and maybe give some Dabble on, or maybe we'll wait till. Speaking of Dabble, you see your boy Dabo is throwing shade.
Oh, I have not gone to the.
It's been so much drama. The transfer portal is open. People are leaving. People are coming. Ohio State hires offensive coordinator Arthur Smith from the Steelers.
Oh, God.
Some people are not happy about that. Some of those people live here. I mean, maybe you could be a Chip Kelly. Sometimes you do better in college than you do in the NFL. I don't know if I agree with, because I don't watch NFL. I know the Steelers ain't in the Super Bowl. I know that much. And they ain't been in the Super Bowl. But however, you could say things about Chip Kelly in the NFL that you maybe couldn't say about him in college. I don't know. All I know is it's been a kerfuffle. Dabo is accusing Ole Miss of tampering with the recruit. And they're like, they don't normally call coaches out. Dabo, he don't care. Dabo probably on his way out if he don't win this year.
Dabo, it probably
is nuts, y'all.
Because now,
it is nuts.
Since they fired Franklin, it's as if these ADs have gone crazy. It's as if they're saying, it's as if they're saying, no coach is infallible.
No coach is infallible. You know
what
I always
won
say?
A championship yesterday.
I always tell people.
Plus, if you've been there a few times.
Wherever I'm at, doing whatever I'm doing, I always say, I am the greatest thing since sliced bread. But on the flip coin, I also say, everybody's replaceable. Everybody's replaceable.
That's James.
And if you keep that attitude, you gonna stay on top of your game. Now, you saying these ADs lost their mind. We've already talked about James Franklin and what the buildup was. We said it. I don't think they should have fired him as quickly. I think they could have let him play out the season. However, it wasn't because of this year. They were tired of coming in third. They weren't going to come in fourth in the Big Ten. And then with the way Indiana's playing, you were going to come in 10th.
Championships
I will give Penn State Sans Franklin the most kudos though, because they are the ones who had Indiana on the ropes this year. Them in Iowa, they were the closest. So if you got to give a next up award, there is that. Okay. Well, this is it, y'all.
Well, just a little kudo, just a little thing, because this was just a little cute story because we were talking about Indiana's first national championship.
Oh God!
And the reason it caught my eye was Lee Corso.
Oh, okay.
And they said,
I'm happy for Lee.
They said how bad Indiana was.
Yes.
That Lee Corso
yes
had to stop the game to take a picture of the score. At that time, Indiana was playing Ohio State. The score was Indiana 7, Ohio State 6. Leo Corso stopped the game to take a picture of it because the game ended up Ohio State 41, Indiana 7.
Hey, sometimes I say that we won the first quarter. We won. I forgot about Lee Corso. I am happy for Lee because I know he coached Indiana once upon a time, and I'm sure it brought him some pride to see him win a national championship. But Lee Corso is the only person I'm happy for.
Yeah, and Mark Cuban.
F Mark Cuban. F Mark Cuban. You get no love from me, Mark. I'm so sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I'm not apologizing this year, everybody. Let's write that down. Nobody knew he went to Indiana.
Well, they jumped on the bandwagon.
Now he did went to Indiana.
What was you a couple of years ago? Nobody knew who Indiana was.
They said he wrote a check last year.
Basketball.
So, Indiana's always been good at basketball. We'll give him that. But I didn't know he went to Indiana either. But
okay.
This is what we're going to do. We're going to wrap up. We're going to wrap up the 25-26 season.
I know y'all going to miss us every week.
Y'all going to miss us. We may do a sprinkle every now and again, depending how we feel.
Tell y'all how the coaches are doing. Yeah. How the recruiting is coming.
Yeah. Or we got to watch the LSU, 2019 LSU.
We got spring training.
Maybe we have some throwbacks.
What do they call when they play each other?
The spring game. You're right. Well, and then we also could have some throwbacks. We could watch some classics. We can give our takes on some classic games. I mean,
you know us.
It depends. It depends how our summer goes, or I guess we got to get into spring first. But anyway, we may not leave y'all hanging until August because we know y'all love to see us.
And we love football.
I mean,
we may not know what we're talking about all the time, but football is.
We got to give you. We like to talk.
It's right here.
We like to talk. All right, wrapping it up. 2026 national champions, the Indiana Hoosiers. This season has been a season for the ages. I don't know if I said it before. I'll probably say it again. It's been incredible. Gigi, I thank you, sir, for your service. And I'm Kelly, like the color.
I'm Guy, like the butter.
And this is Saturday Hangover. Like, subscribe. We're going to be back. We don't know when, but we will definitely see y'all 26, 27. And we're out of here, people.
See you in September.
August.
Oh,
week 0.
Ooh, Ireland.